Hello guys, and today we have another review. I'm filming this pretty late, so I'm not going to be too loud, at least I hope so. But today we are reviewing the Nerf Fortnite 6SH, or the 6 shooter. This is a Nerf blaster from the Fortnite lineup that is a cylinder-fed blaster that holds 6 darts, and that is spring powered and hammer primed. This is a pretty interesting and cool blaster, so let's get onto the review. Start at the front, where we do not have an historic barrel lug, and this barrel is not removable without modification. It does come disassembled, and all you have to do to modify it is literally to sand down the 2 clips, you can see right here, and then put some electrical tape over it, so it's just a friction fit. And it is still very securely on there, but you can remove it, which helps because it's big, unnecessary, and ugly. But of course you can still put it on if you like the long barrel for whatever reason. But yeah, it also gets bigger the farther away it gets, which is a thing Fortnite blasters do because they look realistic. Yeah, I don't see it, but it is a thing. At least the diameter of the inner barrel is pretty wide, so it won't be making the performance that much worse. It still makes it worse. At the top over here we have nothing. No detail, no rails, literally nothing. At the bottom we also have nothing, just flat rail or whatever. Also, my cat is outside. And then we have the cylinder, which can hold 6 elite darts. And you put them in like this. You have like a little cutout right here. You can just use to slide in your darts. And the cylinder rotates freely and it locks up. Now, when it's not primed, it can still rotate freely, which is not very good. But when it's primed, it will not move, but you can still move it if you actually want to, which is nice. The cylinder doesn't really jam up or false rotate, so it's a pretty good cylinder, although it could hold more darts, like 8 to 9 darts. You can 3D print one and put it in there, so that's the thing. At the back or here we have the grip, the hammer prime, and the trigger. Firstly, as for the grip is huge, a bit too big, and it looks comical. Now, it's also cheaply made. For some reason, this black plastic is very squishy. Again, I will talk about that in plastic quality, but yeah, it's really squishy. It does not really feel that good. But the grip is really big, and you're gonna... Yeah, I don't know if there's going to be anybody that this grip is small for, because it's huge. We also have the hammer prime up here, which is not the best. It's not the best shape, but I can without a problem prime it with one finger, just like that. And then we have the trigger. The trigger is a flat top mounted trigger, meaning that it doesn't move forward back, but on an axle like this. And it's a metal spring, and this trigger is actually really snappy and really nice, which is actually kind of weird. It's got probably the best Springer trigger out of all of my blasters. So let's see it in action. You heard that? Very poppy. Like, that's really good. Like, just listen to it dry, just pressing the trigger. That sounds so good. I just like it. The hammer prime, as I said, it's not the most comfy and it's not the best position, but it's still pretty easy, and you can also offhand it like that, or you can just, prime it with one finger. It's even easier when you remove the barrel, but I'm going to be reviewing the blaster as a whole. Now for the design. The design is okay. It looks like a 6-shooter, but just like you took one corner of the image and then just sized it up. So it looks huge. The 6-shooter should be like this long and it's this long, which doesn't make sense. And it's also just like flared out, so it gets bigger towards the front. And the comically large grip and the cylinder, which, yeah, it's very comical and oversized. Still, it looks pretty good. And even better like this. This looks really good. This is just, yeah, a bit too much. But it does look decent. It has orange, the camo wrap, or whatever the wrap is called for this one, which is like these shits over here, and yeah. Also, this looks like a dolphin. Like, yeah, I don't know about that. It just looks like a dolphin. But overall, it looks okay, color scheme wise and design wise, but it just looks a bit too big for a 6-shooter. That's my gripe. Now for the plastic quality. It's good, except for here. All of the blaster feels good and durable, and it feels like it won't break. It's very sturdy, especially the cylinder and the hammer prime. But the grip is very squishy and cheap, especially at the bottom over here. Like this squishes, like damn. Like again, you can't see it really on camera, but it squishes it. Ain't too much of a problem when using it, but it just is weird. That's because here you just lack material below it, which is pretty dumb. But this is a cheaper part. I have to say that, because this is a review. What else does a review have? Well, firing test. Oh, also it has all screws. You can open it up. So yeah. Firing test. Okay, so we're at the firing range. I'm going to be firing the Fortnite 6SH. 6 of the X-Shot Wolf head darts. I'm going to be firing them once, slightly more slower, and then again, faster. At the target over there at around 25-30 feet. Let's go. Now that you have seen the firing test, which I still have a bunch more hair than I do right now, gotta film some more firing tests. But this blaster shoots not that great with this barrel on. Without it, it shoots fine, but like 70 FPS, nothing too crazy. What do I think about it? Well, I think it's really fun. I think it's a very good hammer prime blaster. Unlike the Trailblazer, which the Trailblazer does look a bit better and has a higher capacity, the Trailblazer has a worse grip. It's tinier, but also it's not as cheap as on this, so I don't know. Would I recommend you buy this? If you like it and you can find it more often than a Trailblazer, then buy it if you would like to mod it. If not, then just get the Trailblazer. You can still mod the Trailblazer, but it's pretty good on its own. I would mainly recommend for that like a grip, clip-on thing, and maybe like a better hammer. But yeah, you can definitely mod this thing up because it's basically a hammer shot. But this should have been an N-Strike barrel lug like barrel, and it should overall be a bit smaller. Just shrink it down. Also no tactical rails, which is pretty dumb. But overall, I think it looks fine. It's pretty fun to use, and it is unique with the hammer like shot design. Well, not that unique, but it's still unique. So overall, pretty good blaster. If you want to buy it, just find it on your own, because the links are constantly changing. I cannot be bothered to do that, and also I live in Croatia, so be it you're in the USA, the UK, Australia, although you can't really get blasters over there, or you're like in Croatia. Yeah, just type in Nerf Fortnite 6sh. It will show you this up if it's still available. If not, then just get the Trailblazer or the Hammer Shot if you can find it in a thrift store or whatever. But yeah, pretty fun blaster, not the best, but I still like it. Either way, my name is Nixie, and bye bye.